What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great Friday afternoon. Almost noon, actually, 11:45, still morning. My God, what a long day it has been. But I hope you're all doing well. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this later. Hope you're ready for an exciting weekend. And then Monday, for an exciting game. So going to keep you up to date with everything that is going on, whether it be injuries, whatever the hell is going on with this damn team. But we have placed a couple guys on IR. So we talked about what that could mean, blah, blah, blah. We did all that. But one of the moves that happened the other day that we talked about was Coyote Awasika. He was signed by Detroit. They took him off of our practice squad, put him on their active roster. So we lost a lineman that I really liked and thought was somebody that, possibly could be brought up on game days. So unfortunately, he is he is gone. He is at the Lions. So unfortunately, we're going to have to figure something else out. So yesterday we talked about the fact that we worked out a couple of offensive linemen, both versatile guys, one a tackle / guard, one a guard / center. So looks like for now, we went a different direction. Maybe one of those guys gets signed to the active roster. We do have an open active roster spot, but we filled that spot on the practice squad with a familiar name that we have talked about this offseason. He was on our practice squad before. He got cut actually in the waves, so he wasn't really on the practice squad, but he was somebody that was a depth piece. And, we talked about him, somebody that had a long way to go in this league, somebody that played tackle, but was going to need to bulk up, find some strength, be able to do some things. But look, we need some bodies on the practice squad. What is going on? My man Drew in the building. Nice to see you, dude. Hope your day is off to a great start. Hope you're ready for a great weekend. Nice to see you, my man. And Nina in the building. Happy Friday to you. Hope everybody's ready for a great weekend. I'm excited. Going to relax, watch some football this weekend, visit my brother. Then I'll be at the game on Monday. Going to be exciting times. Hope you and the family are well. Nina, I thank you and everyone else for tuning in. Just wanted to talk about this signing. We talked about last night, something was going to happen with the offensive line. We needed to add a practice body. We have the best offensive line in the game. That's great, but it's not just about that. Every single piece matters. So the practice squad is an important, part of the game. And I think, losing Coyote was huge. I hate that, man. We always lose these kids that I think are, got very bright futures. And I think Coyote Awasika is one of those kids. So best of luck to him in Detroit. But Jarrid Williams now back on the practice squad here. So back on the Eagles, and we talked about him this offseason, big dude, 6'6", 308 pounds, and, he's got those long arms, but unfortunately, as we talked about, somebody that just he's really got to bulk up. He's got to get tougher. He really struggles with edge rushers, so I think, putting him on an island, he really has a hard time. I don't really want to see him as a left tackle. I think right tackle, you could give him a shot, but maybe you kick him in, let him try out at guard a little bit, but having some versatility there, I'm sure can help him out, but he was undrafted free agent signed by us this year, but he previously played for Houston for a few years. Then he went to Miami the last couple of years, and he was like the number 4 rated ACC tackle, I believe it was. So, look, we talked about him. Some of you guys I know were really excited about him, really liked him. Some of you guys are Miami fans, and look, I don't care. Some people, why are we signing this? And it's like, dude, this is a practice squad. I don't care that much. I'm hopeful for the young man. You never know with the right coaching what someone can find in themselves. So, hey, man, maybe Stoutland can get this kid to dig deep and we'll get something out of it. We shall see. But now we have another offensive lineman on that practice squad. That was what was important. So Sutherland, Ferguson yesterday, both of those guys worked out. They weren't signed. Again, maybe on the active roster, you bring them on because, again, we have an open spot. But let's take a look at the practice squad now that we have added Jarrid Williams. So we've got 3 offensive linemen there in LaRaven Clark, Cameron Tom, and Jarrid Williams. And then you've got some, skill position guys in Allen, Covey. We'll see if one of these guys gets brought up, maybe Covey again in the return game. I'd love to see that. Maybe he does enough that you just keep him on the active roster. You don't have to do that right now, but you want to be careful. Want to see who we protect each week because I don't know what the Eagles are going to do. If somebody takes one of these guys off their, practice squad, if it's Covey, that's not great news for me. I'm not a huge fan of Quez back there. I loved seeing them trying him out there, but if Covey's not on this team, if Covey's here, throw him back there. So I'd like to see what he could do on kick return too. We talked about that before last week, did not see it. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But you see the practice squad there. And then again, here's a list. The defense, you only see a few players there. We've got a lot of defensive players on the active roster. So there's 17 people here because of Matt Leo. Remember the player exemption because of the international program there. So we've got some guys in case any injury. You always want to be prepared. And that way, we talk about Anthony Harris leaving, guys like that. And it's like, look, man, that's a bummer. And here's that list I showed at the beginning there, people that have left. We didn't bring most of those guys back. And Rogers, Wren, Huntley, Gowan. But Anthony Harris, they obviously had that mutual whatever. And then Coyote Awasika was just taken. So I think we're doing well. We brought in some really great undrafted kids, all that stuff. So Howard continues to do well. This is just fine-tuning roster management. So nothing crazy to be, why are we signing linemen? It's because we lost someone on the practice squad. So just wanted to jump in front of it. People will try to twist this in any way, shape, or form they can. But we needed someone to be familiar with the playbook in case anything else were to happen. So that's all I got for you today. But if you have any comments, any questions, you're watching this later, whatever it is, please feel free to comment down below. Would love to hear your thoughts. But I will be back tomorrow, and I will be doing the top 10 matchups to keep your eye on. But if you need me until then, you can always reach out, whether it's about the birds, life, whatever it is. But I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you're all ready for a great weekend, and I hope you have that great weekend. But I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!